how to fix picky eating fast, because if you don't, you're literally hardwiring your child's brain for lifelong nutritional deficiency and eating disorders. Every time you force a bite, you aren't just having a dinner table battle, you're triggering a cortisol spike that maps fear into food in their developing amygdala. If you don't change this today, you're not just dealing with a fuzzy eater, you're risking their cognitive growth and physical height. I'm a registered early childhood teacher with over 11 years of experience. I've spent thousands of hours in classrooms and read hundreds of clinical research papers to distill the truth. I've survived the trenches of toddler mealtime so you don't have to. In this video, we're going into the sensory bridge, the power vacuum, and the McDonald's secret. Watch until the very end, because the final step is the glue. If you skip a single part of this framework, the whole system collapses and you'll stay stuck in this cycle forever. You cannot afford to miss this. Tip 1. The Trojan horse trap. Imagine this. You've spent 45 minutes steaming organic kale and blending it into a pasta sauce. You think you're winning, but then your child finds out one tiny green speck. They gag. They push the plate away. They won't touch pasta for a month. Most parents try the Trojan horse, hiding the good stuff. But science called this a trust violation. A study from the University of Birmingham found that hiding food actually increases food neophobia, the fear of new things. It's like being served a delicious brownie only to find out it's made out of liver. You'd never trust that cook again, right? So, here's the solution. It's called the sensory bridge. So instead of hiding, we use a bridge. Think of your child's favorite food. Let's say it's the gold standard salty McDonald's fry as a safe island. To get them to a new island, like roasted potatoes, you need a bridge. You don't jump, you crawl. You match the texture first. So here's the actionable step. If they love crunchy, don't give them mushy. Roast the new food until it has the same crunch when they bite it. We are hacking their mirror neurons to associate the sound of the crunch with the safety of the fry. This is how you win without the lies. Tip 2. The hostage negotiation. Just one more bite and you can have the dessert. Sounds familiar? Congratulations, you've just turned chocolate into a high-value reward and broccoli into punishment. Imagine you're at work and your boss says, you have to eat this stapler or you don't get your paycheck. You'd hate that stapler and you'd resent your boss. This is exactly what happens in your child's brain. When we bribe, we create a power vacuum. The child realizes that the only thing they can control in this world is what goes past their teeth. They use it as a weapon. So here's the solution. We are going to use the division of responsibility framework developed by Ellen Satter. It's a complete flip of what you think works. So here's the actionable step. You provide the what and where, and they decide the if and how much. Stop the negotiation. When you stop caring if they eat, they lose their leverage. It's a psychological judo. Look, I'm being 100% real with you. I balance a full-time teaching career and mentor other teachers with the exhausting work of filming and editing these videos late at night. I do all of this research for free because I want your home to be a place of peace. If you found even one aha moment so far, please hit the like button. It doesn't cost you a cent, but it tells YouTube that this mission matters. Tip 3. The comfort of the cult. Have you ever wondered why a child will eat a processed chicken nugget from a blue box but refuses your homemade, organic, hormone-free chicken? It's because the blue box is a cult of consistency. In nature, one strawberry is sweet and the next is sour. That's terrifying to a child's primitive brain, but a processed chicken nugget is always the same. It feels safe. I worked with a boy who only ate white bread. We didn't give him a salad, we gave him a slightly thicker white bread, then a white bread with a tiny bit of butter, then a sourdough. So here's the actionable step. This is called food chaining. Change only one sensory property at a time, either color, shade, or texture. Never all three. You're expanding their safe map like a GPS updating in real time. So I want to hear from you. What is that one food that currently causes a meltdown at your house? Comment it below right now. I promise to personally reply within 24 hours with a free custom science-backed strategy just for your situation. And join our growing community of parents who lead with science, not stress. Tip 4. The invisible pressure. What if I told you that looking at your child while they eat is actually making them lose their appetite? Imagine being watched by a hawk while you try to learn a new skill. Your heart rate goes up, your digestion shuts down. This is the social pressure trap. Digestion requires the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest mode. When you lean in and say, "Is it good? Try it," you trigger the sympathetic nervous system, which is the fight or flight. So here's the solution. It's called the casual exposure method. Put the new food on a plate in the middle of the table. Don't offer it. Don't talk about it. Just eat it yourself and talk about the weather. So here's the actionable step. Use the 3-point touch. Before a child eats a food, they must see it, then touch it, and then smell it. If they just touch a piece of broccoli to their cheek, that's a massive scientific win. Celebrate the touch, not the swallow. Tip 5. The emotional mirror. You are a mirror. If you are anxious at dinner, the food is danger. If you skip this, none of the chaining or bridging matters. You have to be the person you want them to be. Send this video to a parent who's crying in their kitchen tonight. Let them know they aren't failing, they just didn't have the map. You've mastered the dinner table, but what happens when the battle moves to the middle of a crowded grocery store? Did you know there's a specific biological frequency in a child's scream that is designed to literally short-circuit the adult brain, making it impossible for you to think clearly? It's not just a tantrum, it's a neurological hijack. But there is one specific 10-second physical movement you can do that shuts down that hijack instantly, no matter how many people are staring at you. Do you know what that movement is? I'll show you exactly how to do it in my next video. How to stop public tantrums instantly. Click it now before the next meltdown happens. And remember, you've got this and I've got your back.